welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby and today I'm going to be doing my TBR for the Gilmoreathon that is taking place from October 1st to the 15th. This is a Gilmore Girls inspired readathon that is taking place for the first half of October, and there are a total of 3 different hosts. I don't know all their names off the top of my head, so I will link them all down below. And I was really excited when I heard about this readathon because I loved Gilmore Girls when I was younger. It was one of my favorite shows. I remember I had all of the seasons on DVD, and I think I watched the whole series like 2 or 3 times through, and I really enjoyed the Day in the Life that came out on Netflix. I really just loved this show. I love the dynamic between Lorelai and Rory. It's one of those memories from when I was younger that is so warm and fuzzy for me, and I think the fall is the perfect time of year to host it. So since this is taking place across 2 weeks, I'm actually not going to be vlogging it or anything, but I still will be participating in all the challenges and posting all the books I complete on Instagram. That's usually what I do anyways with my readathons. I will post each book that I finish on Instagram. I do know there is an Instagram for the readathon called Gilmoreathon, and I'm sure they'll be doing some stuff on there as well. I think there is 2 different ways you can complete the readathon. There's a master list from the show of like books you should read, and then there's also 7 challenges you could do. And I'm just going to do the 7 challenges rather than try and do the master list and kind of pick and choose off of there. So I'd love to hear if you guys are participating in this readathon. I will list all the questions down below as well as link all the books I talk about, and let's get right into it. The first challenge is to read a book set in a school setting, and I chose Good Girls Lie by J.T. Ellison. I have an ARC of this. I think it comes out in December, but I've had the ARC from NetGalley for quite a while, so I really just need to get it read. And as you can tell on the cover, someone's in a uniform, so I think it's about a girls' boarding school. And that sounds really good and can't wait to read it. The next challenge is to read a book with a mother-daughter relationship. So I chose The Other Daughter by Shalini Boland. This one is also an ARC I have off of NetGalley. And this one comes out I think in like November, and Shalini Boland is popping out the thrillers. I love her books. They are so twisty and short and really easy to get through. And this one I believe is about a mother who has 2 different daughters, and maybe one goes missing and then what happened to the other one. And I just know it'll be full of twists and turns, which is right up Shalini Boland's alley, so cannot wait to read this one too. The next challenge is to read a cozy fall or winter book, and I chose kind of a random book that's been on my Goodreads TBR. It's available on Kindle Unlimited, and based on the title, I know that this would be the time to read it, and that is When Autumn Ends by Beth Renew. Sorry if I butchered that name. I've never read anything by her before, and I've never heard anyone talk about her, so I don't know how to say her name. But the cover of this is so gorgeous, and from what I can remember when reading the synopsis, I believe it's some kind of hard-hitting contemporary romance. And since it has autumn in the title, I assume it's going to take place in autumn, so this would be the perfect time to read it. The next challenge is to read a book with complicated love interests. So this could be a forbidden romance or a hate to love romance or a second chance romance. Really anything could count for this. And I chose a book that I meant to read in September, but I didn't get a chance to, but I do have it checked out on Kindle Unlimited. And that is Park Avenue Player by V. Keeland and Penelope Ward. And this is their latest novel that just came out like a week ago. And I believe it's an office romance of some sort. And I read Hate Notes by this author duo and loved it. It was an amazing office romance, a little bit of enemies to lovers. And I'm hoping that I love this one just as much. But if it's anything like Hate Notes, then the love interests are definitely complicated. So it'll be perfect for this challenge. And then prompt number 5 is to read a book with Asian representation or by an Asian author. And I chose From Lukoff with Love by Mariana Zapata. I believe from what I was looking online that the main heroine is half Filipino, so she's biracial, and I think it would count for this challenge. I also need to read it for my 5-star predictions romance edition vlog, so I definitely need to read it the first couple of weeks of October, so I'm really happy it fits for this challenge. Challenge number 6 is to read the next book in a series. And I chose Problem Child by Victoria Helen Stone. This is the 2nd book in the Jane Doe series. I'm a little nervous that she wrote a 2nd book as a follow-up to Jane Doe because I felt like that was so good as a standalone, but I'm kind of curious to see where she takes this and if I'll love it just as much. I do have an ARC of this on NetGalley. I think it comes out next year, but I'm really excited to get to it. The 7th and final challenge is to read a book with food on the cover or that is about food. And I chose Pizza My Heart by Tegan Hunter. I recently read Let's Get Textual by Tegan Hunter and I really liked it. It was so funny. It was a really good new adult romance, and I'm assuming that this is also a new adult romance. And with the title Pizza My Heart, I'm assuming that someone either works at Pizza My Heart or they work at a pizza parlor. So I definitely think it'll count for this challenge, and I'm really excited to read another book by this author. So I'm really excited for the Gilmore Girls readathon. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I will link all the hosts as well as the Instagram account down below for the readathon. Like I said, I will link all these books down below, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye!